Help investigate.
We'll do our part too. All right, we're going in. See you later. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again. But we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Never mind how we'll leave later on. Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal. As I thought.
The perks of being...
Your composure, but let us leave such... Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it yourself. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major. But why do this?
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him. Let alone the handful of us, he would have no reason what... Let's look again more closely. Well, that makes things simpler.
Yeah.
In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. May the ghost flame guide your spirit. May you rest in peace. When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are, grappling with this enigma he has left us.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. This is so frustrating. You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right? It might have been broken in combat.
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon...
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise.
That's right!
You mean Hint?
We had a short chat with him.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he has sent you a request for maintenance to be performed on his mechanical arm.
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard. You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment. I need to check my records.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially... As such, And I understood. And eventually,
You've provided us with some... We can't make everything public yet. But once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all...
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation goes well.
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while 8 days ago, with the immense gap in strength between them. The job was finished. Perhaps his...
You're saying... Still seems like...
But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments...
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. Seems like there's a lot left to investigate. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job if we're not well rested.
Yeah, we should talk.
A reasonable suggestion. My colleagues have never failed to... That would be good, yeah.
Back inside. We can finally take a...
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. As I recall, our first meeting took place not far... Had you already sensed the... I see. Fortunate then that Abyssal...
Yeah. Hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going...
Yeah!
Your deduction, you know humans well. And naturally, you understand that. But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eyes of non-humans.
So, you mean you're one of the latter?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better, then, to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive.
Is that...
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. But I was freshly awoken, and the survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery. Well...
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, nonetheless, tomorrow I shall go in.
Will you need us to get you where...
Oh, I'll be fine.
Can you even...
Thanks for the reminder. And even if someone...
All right, then. We'll trust you.
Anyway, I hope you'll help me.
Paimon's lips are sealed, too.
All right. Thanks again for your help. Good night, you two.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
Before that.
Merciless. So much noise. What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other...
Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're talking about rest? Flint's is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now, there'll be no end.
You better give him up. If anything happens,
Or are you in...
What happened? But we were so careful last night. How did it... what do you mean? It's not like all the unusual... Okay,
Hey! Let us in now!
My apologies.
hold on. Calm down, everyone.
What in Teyvat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
and what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder.
This is exactly.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little... But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's...
All right, all right.
Oh, all right then.
Well,
Come on, everyone! Move it!
No sign of Flint's.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always stayed here?
done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain. So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you?
Yeah, how did they even find us?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers, and then, early this morning, everyone started, and amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction.
So... and that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, fleet-footed backbone of the Curatorium, got my chance to shine. While everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall, I, alone, noticed an opening.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on, Paws. I was just getting started.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the Curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that...
Might he intend to come back and get it later? Maybe. I'm not sure. Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important, right?
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is, we got lots of new intel to share.
All right then. Yehoda, contact the others. We're going to need all hands on deck. Let's have this discussion.
Here's the thing. You can't live life without a little spice.
Turn that frown upside down. I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a Wild Hunt anomaly.
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again? Earlier, he said that the fragment had gotten still, so it's probably of no use to Rerir now. In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any reason to keep
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of Wild Hunt anomalies destroyed has been greater than Lightkeeper records would indicate. Some of these must have been Rerir's doing. He must have been seeking more fragments.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Sosi and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running again? Maybe because that'd be more efficient than
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me, test data and their conclusions speak loudest. Oh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from them, right?
Lightkeeper operations have just... Meanwhile, the Wild...
Then we best act fast.
A feeling we all...
There are 3 Wild Hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently.
Works for me. Ineffa and I will take our work.
The Curatorium will...
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining one.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see
Never mind you. This is a first for me, too.
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his next move at any moment, so we must stay in contact.
Gotcha!
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flint's dropped by already?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right? one's guarding this place, just like he said. But, oh, where do we find the information he mentioned?
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! There you are! Okay, let's split up and make this happen. Or not! How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Difficult, yes. But it is also our most efficient option to expose the true intentions of this Rerir. We need to dive into Not.
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Ah! Ghost! That file suddenly moved by itself. This is a graveyard, right, Flint's? Do these things just gotta...
Many strange things happen here, but this is not one of them.
But that file really did move by itself! Hey, come out! Don't scare Pipe!
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log?
Hey! Another file's moving!
Are we being given hints? I feel no hostility. On the contrary, it seems we're being aided somehow.
Really? Hey! Seriously, another one? Okay then. Paimon will read this one. Phew! Finally finished. Oh, Paimon sure could use a long break from long words now.
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale.
Paimon as well. Guess that makes 3 of us.
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to notice something. Let's bring our files together and give them another look through.
All right. Paimon... All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge Wild Hunt events, a smaller scale one would erupt in the exact same location. And look. All these smaller scale Wild Hunt site reports share a common outcome.
They'd be detected, but would go inactive if...
Some of these records are too...
Ah! And here's another similarity. Kuvaki and nearby soil completely drained. Could this be important somehow?
Kuvaki and the Wild... We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would... But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain. Indeed.
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Yes. That might... And while Kuvaki...
Paimon...
What are you referring to?
Oh, we had a real...
Was there a gap?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, disguised as Sosi, left at that point. Leaving him...
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me. It begs the question. That's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look. Ah, it's an ibis.
It's carrying a letter! Oh, Lala must have sent it. She can speak to little animals. Let's see here.
situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town, and is preparing to fire. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste. Lauma.
That's gotta be Rearier's doing. But why is he using the cannon again? Didn't he already fire it once before?
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If you recall, if this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
What should we do? There's no...
Let's go to the cannons. One moment.
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
You're here, as expected.
Humans, you never change. Always try, but it is also thanks to you.
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your way.
Such faith in your companions. But will the inhabitants of not, when all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look, the cannon must seem like their only lifeline. This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their own. The zealous worship of...
You were waiting for...
Of course, their folly.
Well, sir, you see this
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. Every last fragment calls to me.
What do you even say?
Huh. So the
serendipity guided on each, while that which you hold.
So that's why it was
only by
hence you.
Are you completely
dying? What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. I've adapted to the strength and flow of this. It will not be still. I suspect the Kavaki will have rendered you dead.
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation of interference by malicious actors.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking the birds and beasts. What exactly is going on?
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rearier's plan. Not only, Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back any minute.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. Something about the Wild Hunt preparing to spawn a wave of monsters, the likes of which we've never seen before. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis, so they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are trying to make a quick buck out of this whole mess.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is imminent?
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. A chaotic situation can bury much wrongdoing. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. Is it any wonder, then, that some will aim to profit? After all, the gamble that right one's entire life is hard to come by.
Even so.
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one to handle them. Not like that's the only major problem on our plate right now.
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected activation of...
Well, about that, people have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon. They've decided they won't let anyone in. What? I made that thing! They can't just take it from me! Oh, let me over there! What are they gonna do? Stop me?
They might, if Rerir has already formulated some countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Possibility, high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it must be with the Wild Hunt. It will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people. Brute force must be avoided, if possible.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the cannon. Oh, you're back. And you have a letter? The Traveler won't make it back in time. So they're heading straight over to Star Sand Shoal instead.
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target? Why would he go there?
Assessing risk level. Maximum.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then he's prepared for the worst.
Then we must ensure that his trust in us is not misplaced. Let's go.
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. But it won't be so easy from here on out. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt, we'll have no choice but to force our way through.
Is that Lady Lama? But are you really her?
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for so long. It is not something that anyone else could imitate.
I do, yes. So it really is you, my lady. But why are you here? Really, I believe you, but the others, well, they'll be on high alert.
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon. I am here to stop them.
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be no reason for me to intervene. But you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the courage to... It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as that life was about to begin. I seek to redress this injustice, not only for you, but for everyone here who wishes to live their lives free from this chaos. Please, have faith.
Thank you, my lady. Thank you. Please help us.
Then come. I need you to step forward.
All right, I understand.
Seems we chose the right person.
Huh? You're not coming with us?
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay. See you again, everyone!